Hello, you guys, and welcome to Mindful Meditation Monday. My name is Nikki Handy, and I'm with To Inspire Peace. And today I'm going to start with the Happy Place Favor Flow Aromatic Spray because what we're talking about today is heavy. And I just got back. I just got back from a phenomenal conference, the Texas Alliance of Black School Educators, and I was able to speak with a lot of those educators, and I was also able to speak with the teachers over at Molina High School. Shout out to Shelly Anderson for inviting me over there to speak with her teachers. She's amazing, and they were too, and we really had a really good time. And also the folks that, supported the Lunch and Learn that came out. Thank you for your feedback, and I really appreciate you guys coming out. We had a really good time too. So a common pattern or theme that kept coming up was the depression and anxiety. And so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to talk about anybody else besides myself. So as an educator, I've talked about this before. I was depressed and I was anxious, and I was actually taking anxiety meds. And so I was on Lexapro and Xanax at the same time. And I can't say that what I did is I just came straight off of those and went straight into meditation and everything was okay. I'm going to have a real conversation with you. I did not. It's not exactly how it happened. However, what I did do is I looked at a more holistic approach to being able to come from there into a better place. And so what I did is I said, okay, what is something that isn't just like a prescription medication? What is something that is more herbal and more holistic and natural? And so what I ended up on is rhodiola. That's RHODIOOLA, rhodiola, and 5-HTP. And so those replaced my Lexapro and my Xanax. And after a while, I started doing yoga. I got into yoga, and that was the segue for me to get to meditation. So I don't want to be unrealistic, and especially with us doing the 31 days of self-love and all these journals, these journal entries that we're putting into our journals and reflecting, and me speaking with teachers, it's really brought up some things or whatever. So I just wanted to use myself as an example so that you know that it's not supposed to happen overnight. However, if you meditate consistently, it's about consistency, y'all. Anything that you create a habit of, you got to do it consistently, for it to take effective, or for it to be effective. So that's that. That's kind of what my story is. And I believe that the anxiety and the depression comes from, one, not being able to let go of regrets. We are so hard on ourselves. We are our worst critics. And we are the only species that continues to play. Like, if we make a mistake, we continue to punish ourselves over and over and over again for that. And sometimes we got folks around us that keep on punishing us too. They won't let you forget what you did. And so, that causes anxiety. And then also what causes anxiety is worrying about the future. What's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen a week from now? Am I going to be good a year from now? And so I embrace mindfulness because I found out that the power is in the present moment. Like, you don't like what's going on? What are you doing right at this minute to change it? Like, whatever you do right now will be your trajectory. Whatever you're thinking right now will more than likely become an action. Whatever is in your mind, whatever you're ingesting on television, on the radio, who you're talking about or talking with or hanging out with, or all of that stuff plays a factor. What are you doing in the present moment to change your situation if you really don't like it? So that's the food for thought for tonight. So as you know, meditation can actually help with breast cancer and irritable bowel syndrome, fibromyalgia. I don't know why I can't say that. Depression, anxiety. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So just keep in mind that, God has given us everything that we need here on the earth in order to heal ourselves. He absolutely has. And we have become so far removed from the earth and everything that it has, and put chemicals in everything to where it's poisoning our own bodies. The very things that we make, we're making it and we're killing ourselves. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. So get back to the earth, and you'll notice that as you start easing back in, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I was told today that I needed to clean up my diet, that I needed to get some things in order. So I am still a work in progress, but I want to take y'all with me, and take y'all on this journey with me, because I can't do it alone. But I also don't want to leave anybody behind. Like, we all need to do this. It's good for all of us. Okay. So we did the body scan last time. I definitely would love some feedback about the body scan. How did you like that? How didn't you like it? It's really supposed to be a way that you can meditate without your mind wandering, because if you're concentrating on a specific body part, then it should make it easier to be able to calm your thoughts, because you're trying to relax whatever that body part is that we're talking about at the time. So I hope you really enjoyed that. Another thing is visualizations, to shift away from your thoughts of anxiety or whatever it is that you're thinking about. Visualizations, whenever you do have a thought, if it's negative, being able to shift it into something that's positive. So if you're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be late, I'm always late, I'm going to get written up, don't do that. Stop doing that. Change your mind about the situation. I'm running late, but it's because there's probably something up front where it could have probably put me in harm's way. And so the angels are guiding me. And I might be late, but everything is going to be taken care of. Everything always works out. If you look back over your life, it's always worked out. That's why you're still here. It always works out. So there's no need to get all anxious and all worked up. Everything, there's nothing that happens by coincidence. Everything is in order, and it's easier to flow with it than to resist it. So stop resisting, and you'll find that life just comes easier. You might, be thrown some things or whatever, but you let that frazzle you, it'll get you off track. It used to do that to me all the time. I'm still fighting with those thoughts or whatever, but I just have to transfer them. When I'm thinking those thoughts, I'm like, I just have to catch it and be like, oh, you almost got me. and put in another thought. And even when people try to speak over your lives, you stop them. Don't say that. Say that and replace it with whatever it is that you want it to be. There's power in the tongue. So visualizations is a huge thing too. So I guess that's all I wanted to speak about. I hope that was really helpful for you. If you have any questions, just let me know. Meditation really, really can help you. I'm an aromatherapy person. I'm a yoga person. I don't just do meditation by itself. It's not enough. But it is incredibly, incredibly powerful to do. And I've got a guide that I've created of meditation, guide to get you started, because it is difficult to get started. It really is. I'm not going to lie. But once you're able to master it, you're pretty much equipped to master whatever comes your way. And that feels so incredibly good, just to be calm in situations that would have normally driven you straight mad. Okay? So, let's go on and do a meditation then. Okay, so today we are going to inhale positivity. We're going to exhale regrets. We are going to inhale hope for tomorrow. We're going to exhale any doubts. We're going to inhale love and peace, and we're going to exhale failure and fear. Gotta let all that go. And what I like to do is I like to do visualizations for, if I'm meditating at night, maybe it'll be a visualization as to how the rest of the day is going to go, or the next day is going to go. And if it's in the morning, it'll be about the way that the rest of the day is going to go. So that's kind of what I'll do. Let's just do a visualization, because I don't want your mind to wander while we're trying to do breathing in and breathing out. I know that's difficult. So go there with me. Let's breathe in again. So we're going to inhale, count of 3, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So on this night, we are preparing to rest. We are preparing for our houses to be protected. We are preparing for our families to rest easy. We are preparing for the next day. And what my hope is and what my prayer is for you is that everything will be peaceful and that everything that you do will be in love. And that whenever you wake up, you will find that everything is fine, that your household is in order, and that everybody wakes up in a beautiful mood, ready to tackle on the next day. And that whenever you get into your car, you'll find that there's no traffic or little to no traffic. And if there is, all of the drivers will be in a mindset that allows the traffic to flow and let it flow easy. That nobody's cutting you off, that nobody almost hits you, but that you get all green lights all the way there, and that when you get there, you get the parking spot that you had your eye on. And that when you go into the building, that all of your coworkers are like, good morning, and nobody's really in a bad mood. Everybody got their coffee and their tea in place. And that whenever you get to your classrooms, or you get to your schools, or you get to your workplace, or wherever it is that you go during the day, that everything is in its place, and that your thoughts flow, and that your creativity comes, and that those that you come in contact with, they add to you. They add to your creativity. They add to your productivity. They add to the wonderful positive attitude that you have tomorrow. And that those that don't, they kind of just stay away from you, because they see your glow and it's too bright for them to even be able to stand to come around. And so that's kind of how you do a visualization. So what I want you to do is I want you to take that. I want you to finish it. I want you to create your amazing, fantastic Tuesday that you're going to have tomorrow. And I want you to give me some feedback about how it went. Because whenever you set the intentions, that's what manifests. That's what manifestation is all about, is setting the intentions, changing your mind and changing your thought process, and that it comes into fruition because it's in your heart. This is a heart thing, y'all. We're changing hearts, we're changing minds, we're changing beliefs, and we're staying positive in order for our world to become a better, positive environment where we have compassion for ourselves and for others. Because we understand that what we don't like in others is a reflection of ourselves. And so if we're only working on ourselves, we don't have time to criticize or worry about or judge others. And that's a utopia. And they say that that can never happen. But what if we set the intent that it could? I'm going to leave you with that. You guys have an amazing, wonderful, wonderful, restful evening. And I will be in touch. I'll definitely see you at least next Monday, if not sooner. Peace and blessings, y'all.